Hey, it's Tony. I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today's featured guitar tone patch is, as promised, DOKKEN's Burning Like a Flame. This will be the 87 Studio tone patch. And then we're going to click on the delay and chorus to give you the live tone patch. Wait till you hear it and try it out. It's really, really good. I'm playing with my custom KXM LYNCH Telecaster. Made by June 1, and it's got the humbucker at the bridge, and it's the Marzio Super Distortion 2 pickup. That's what I'm going to be using. Okay, so it works really well with humbuckers. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start with a clean tone patch, and before we start, any questions, comments, or feedback, go ahead and leave them below. Any requests for tones, I'll get right on those. Just so you know, the month of August is all about George Lynch and the guitar contest that's underway. September 1st, I'll be going back heavily more into custom guitar tones, so I haven't forgotten you with the guitar tones. So, alright, let's go ahead now and dial in the Burning Like a Flame, the Studio 87 guitar tone, and then we're going to crank it up to the live 88 guitar tone. Alright, just go ahead and follow the menu, and as close as you can, dial the settings that I have. You may not have, obviously, the exact parameters that I have, or the settings, or knob positionings. So you would look at a knob positioning as you would a clock. So if it's at 12 o'clock and my thing says 5 or 6 p.m. or 6 o'clock, or 6 rather, then it would be 6 p.m. Alright, so go ahead. Let's go ahead and begin. We're going to go ahead and select an amp, and we're going to go ahead and choose a modified vintage Marshall. So in my case, we're going to go with the high gain stack. Just so you know, I'm using the Boss eBAND JS-10, which has the Boss GT100 effects processor built into it. So this is fully loaded. That still is their flagship, the Boss GT100. That came out several years ago, so I'm sure they're going to come out with a newer signature effects processor that's going to equal the Line 6 Helix, because that one's already like 2 years old now. And Fractal is, you know, blowing doors and so forth. So I anticipate Boss coming out with something better than the GT100. Even though the GT100 is still good, they haven't done anything since then. Just like the Boss eBAND JS-10, they haven't released anything after the JS-10. So I'm still waiting for that. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick the high gain stack. There it is, which is the vintage, a modified vintage Marshall, okay? Okay, so the volume is low, but wait till we kick it up with the EQ and the gain. We're going to turn this puppy up. Alright, so the gain level, I have it at 84. So obviously if you don't have 84, you see that? That would look like what? 2 p.m., 2 o'clock? That's what I meant by looking at the knob positionings as you would a clock. Alright, so level, I have it also at 84. We're going to show you the before and afters. This is where we're at now. You're all telling me this doesn't sound nothing like George. I just started, bitch. I just started. Alright, let's continue. Alright, next in the chain, we're going to go with the bass at 65. The middle, we're going to put it at 95. Again, I just come up with these tones by pressing the track, putting the headphones on, pressing the track, or the headphones to my ear, so I can start hearing nuances and so forth. Yeah, middle is at 95. The treble, I have it at 0. And the presence, I have at 0 also. So that's where I have bass at 65, middle at 95, treble at 0, presence at 0. This tone patch screams. It's very crisp, high-end brittle, but it's just really good. You'll hear it. And I'm going to get most of the crunch from the EQ. Alright, so this is where we're at now. Okay, now we're going to go into the compressor. See that? We have a compressor for this tone patch. Go ahead and put it on. And for the compressor, we're going to go ahead, the sustain, we're going to put it at 60. The attack level, we're going to throw that at 56. Oops, I'm sorry, I didn't move it. The tone, we're going to leave that at 0. And the effect level on the compressor, we're going to put it at 40. Let's check it out. Muddy. Let's brighten it up now, okay? So we're going to go ahead and now go to the Overdrive Distortion. See that? It's currently off because we're overriding this clean tone patch. Let's get in there. I'm going to use a clean boost for this tone. You don't have to have it, but that's what I'm using. These are all my overdrives and distortions. Go ahead and play with whatever you want. Maybe you'll like the tube screamer over the clean boost. You don't have to stick to my parameters. This is what I have, so use it as a template. You may like the Overdrive 1 and blues, or you may not even want it on. So just, you know, work with what I have and then go from there. Let's go on. Before we turn it on, the drive on the clean boost, I'm going to put it at 24. The bottom, I have it at 0. The tone, I have it at 0. And the effect level, I have it at 80. Let's hear it before and after. This is without the clean boost. Let's put the clean boost on. Okay, we're going to go with the noise gate. If you have noise gate, I have my noise gate at 50. Get rid of the sound there. EQ, I have EQ for this tone, so if you have it, just go ahead and follow my parameters. Low gain, I have this at +2. This is where you're going to hear the George Lynch tone really kick in. High gain, I have it at +18, and you'll hear it. Level, I have it at +4. Next in the chain, low mid frequency, I have that at 3.15. I'm sorry. There. Low mid Q, I have that at 8. And the low mid gain, I'm sorry, I have that at +14. Wait till you hear this. Total George Lynch. And high mid frequency, I have this at also at 3.15. High mid Q, I have this one at 4. The high mid gain, I have this one at -10. Y'all tell me, what are you doing? Trying to sound like George Lynch. Alright, low cut, I have it at 800. This tone patch, though, you can use it for anything. It's just an all-around 80s metal crunch. But as you know, this song starts off dry, so I have 2 settings for it. You'll hear it. Low cut, I have this at 800. And the high cut, I have that at flat. And here it is. See the difference? Let's turn the EQ off. See the bottom right? That was before the EQ and all that distortion and gain, right? Let's put it on. Already we're sounding like the intro of the album. Roll down the guitar volume, hit the D. See, there it is. And that concludes. Okay, this is where I start to make it more and more like George Lynch, studio and live. There is chorus. There is. Yeah, there's chorus just to fatten it up and to add fullness to it. And I'm going to go ahead and it's off. let's go ahead to the chorus menu. And I have the highest stereo chorus. So there's stereo 2, stereo 1, mono. Remember the Boss eBAND JS-8, it has like several other features of the chorus. They took those away from the JS-10. So this is what I have. But that's my highest stereo mode right there, ST2. So use that one if you have it. Rate, I have this at 20. We'll put it on and off, you'll hear the difference. It's going to fatten it up. Depth, whenever I use chorus, it's to fatten it up. It's not so much for a chorusy effect like Eric Johnson. I just want to fatten up the distortion a la underlocking key tone. There's chorus all over that tone, but it's subtle. Alright, depth, I have this one at 48. And the effect level for the chorus, I have this at 26. See, I don't want it all warbly and chorusy. I want it there, but I don't want it to be noticeable. Only you'll notice it. Alright, so the effect level I have at 26. Again, chorus SD2, the highest stereo chorus that you have, go ahead and use that. Oops. Rate at 20. See, I messed up already. I was talking to you. Rate will be at 20 on the chorus. Depth at 48 and the effect level at 26. Let's go here right now without the chorus. Alright, look at the bottom right. Let's turn the chorus on. Off. On. Who uses a lot of chorus also is Queensryche. They use a lot of chorus. Basically, whenever you play metal, add some chorus. See my effect level? I'm just going to play with this. I'm going to sidetrack here for 5 seconds. Watch this. Those are my settings for this tone patch. But once you save it, when we're all done, play with the effect level. Check this out. Just have fun with it. You can come up with other tones. This tone may remind you of a song, may remind you of an artist, a band. That's how I do it. I'll tweak something like, this reminds me of Queensryche. Well, this reminds me of Skid Row. This reminds me of Bon Jovi. And I just start playing with tones, and then I go from there. Alright, so this tone patch we had at 26. We're almost done, okay? Now we're going to go to the delay. Here's where we're going to go with the studio versus the live. And if you'll notice on my video, you saw me click a button. I'm like, now it sounds really good. It was right here, the delay. So the delay, I have it at 450. Right now, see the bottom right, it's currently off. So my milliseconds is 450. You want to try 400, go for it. Just play with it. It's just what I have. It's not set in stone. Just lock it in, then tweak it. All my tones are for you to tweak. If you can make them better, please, by all means, go for it. I have too much delay, too much chorus, not enough this. Make it your own. It's just my template. I think my tones are pretty good. Alright, feedback, I have it at 40. So that's what? 10, 11 o'clock? See? That's how you can do it that way. High cut for the delay, I have it at 8.00. And effect level, I have this at 80. Now, in the video, when I did the demo of Burning Like a Flame, this is my tone. Well, I'm gonna keep the delay off. And this is the delay I have for the with the delay off. This is the opening of the song Burning Like a Flame. Sounds really, really good. I'm going to hold off on turning the delay on so you can see what it sounds like after we tweak the reverb. So we're going to get back to the delay in about 5 seconds. Let's finish off the reverb to give you the 87 tone, and then we're going to click it on to give you the live 88 tone. You'll hear it. Alright, so for the reverb, I have this at room, the type. Reverb time, I have it at 1.7. See, we're almost done, we're almost done. I just want you to hear the difference in how I got my live tone versus studio tone. High cut, I have this at 2.00. And when you have this in your studio or your house, turn it up. It sounds really, really good. It sounds so massive, and it's fun to play along with the album. Alright, high cut I have it at 2.00, and then the effect level for the reverb I have it at 50. So this is with it off, with no reverb. Reverb on. Okay, now let's go back to the delay. Now when I made the video, see the bottom right? It says off, right? This is how I sounded when I started the track. Right? All that was that tone patch right there. Now when I wanted to sound live like 88, I just basically turned the delay on and I went like this. Tone patch right there. It's also in the studio version when he's doing the solo. That's the opening track right there, the exact tone. One of the few times that George Lynch plays dry. Now live, you want it to sound full. Go ahead and turn it on, see the bottom right? That is the Paris is Burning live 88 and studio 87 tone. Again, turn the delay off. That right there, you can save it differently, and then turn the delay on and save that as another tone patch and call it something else, so you can have two tones right there in one. Let's turn the delay off. Here's the G chord. Turn the delay on. Now it's massive, like you're playing live. thanks so much for watching. Hope this video was helpful or fun to you. And I have plenty more tone patches to share with you. Any questions, comments, or feedback, go ahead and leave them below. Any requests, I'll get to them as soon as possible. I have a lot of tone patches I've already have in the can, but I sidestepped those for the month of August for the guitar contest. So look for many tones to be released starting September 1st. So I haven't forgotten many of you who already have your early requests, and there are a lot of good ones out there. But I have them all locked and loaded. Just wait till September 1st, and I'll start releasing more custom guitar tones, as well as more George Lynch tones, and more tutorials and so forth. Alright, I'm Tony. I'll see you folks real soon, and thanks so much for watching, and catch you later.